name is Christopher Hart. I'm 31 years of age, and I'm originally from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I did 3 tours in Iraq as an engineer, twice to Fallujah, and then once to Al-Assad. My MOS, my job skill was combat engineer. We kind of consider ourselves the jack of all trades. We were the guys that pretty much, if there's a minefield, we cleared the path. If there's a door that needed to be blown down, we did it. So 2007, I EAS'd, and that's when I ended my active duty. I guess you could say in a fantasy world, it'd be nice to say that coming back would be easy to transition, but the reality of it is we never fully transition. It's not easy. You're not going to fully blend in. There's going to be quirks or things that stand out about you, and depending on how that is perceived, it can be good or bad. We met actually online.
He was so genuine, so real. He wasn't fake, like all the other men were that I met in my life. And when he spoke, it was from the heart.
She's been very understanding with, the struggles that I faced coming back from the military, and there's been times that even though she doesn't quite understand it, she's still there for me. And that's been a blessing. The hard part was we were taking fire from both sides. Didn't know exactly where they're coming from.
About 6 months into us dating was the first time that I saw him have a what I call PTSD episode. And that's when I realized that there was some issues going on, and there was some anger going on, and it worried me because I loved him and I wanted what was best for him.
We don't like to call it PTSD because we don't believe it's a disorder. When people hear that you've been to a war zone, especially multiple times, they go, okay, is he going to, flip a lid? Is he going to, go crazy on us? And that's a fear that people have. I've been struggling to find that career, which is one of the reasons I went back to school. But the hardest part is getting that interview and getting in to prove what I can do.
When he wasn't working and looking for work, he wasn't necessarily depressed, but it was hard because he wants to be the provider.
Living day to day, it can be a struggle. Some days harder than others. But when you build a support network, like I found in, Palmetto Warrior Connection.
He got a phone call that Kristen may possibly found a job opportunity for him. And I hadn't seen him smile like that in the longest time. And I was just so excited.
When you make that connection with other people who've been through what you've been, and making that connection with just people in general who want to be there and help and create a positive atmosphere, that's where it's at. It's allowed me to focus more on what's more important, and that would be my wife.
It changes his attitude, it changes his outlook. It's not just that there's hope in him, it's that there's happiness in him, and he goes through so many different things on a daily basis as a veteran, trying to overcome and be positive. And so I think it's beautiful for me as a wife to see my husband happy.
Palmetto Warrior Connection has given me a sense of purpose, and just knowing that people out there care enough gives me hope.